Today we are going to tackle a topic that we all think you should be aware of, and that is the alarming manipulation of our food. Every time we visit the supermarket throughout the year, it's love at first sight when we see that neatly stacked, super red and shiny apples. And have you all wondered throughout the year, how do we get that super shiny and red? They're always red. How do we get that? How do we get exotic vegetables to our home? Fruits and vegetables that are grown only in other country and cannot be grown in our region. How do we get these mangoes in winter when they are grown only in summer? We get this because of two processes that are being done. One is artificial ripening and the other is wax coating. Don't worry about these mangoes. These are naturally grown from our own farmland. Artificial ripening. What is artificial ripening? This is a process wherein they use chemicals to speed up the ripening of fruits. Why is this done? First things first, it is done to meet the demands of the market, and second, to extend the shelf life of the fruits. On the flip side, this process affects the flavor and the texture of the fruit, which is ripened very fast. Now we all might be wondering, is this safe? Well, yes, but with caution. Like always, isn't it the best to buy fruits which are naturally grown and they come in season, just like the mangoes that I showed you that time? Wax coating. As the name itself suggests, it is a layer of wax on fruits and vegetables. One is to enhance their look and second is to maintain their freshness. Now this might end up being a love at first sight, but if the wax is not washed off properly, it might end up being toxic to you. Which came first, the chicken or the eggs? Well, that is debatable. But this is a fact that these eggs here right in front of me do not hatch because of a chemical process of sterilizing these eggs so that they don't hatch. These are called haploid eggs. This increases the shelf life of eggs because they don't hatch, and this can also be used to consume in the future. While we consume these eggs on a very large scale, it may result in high cholesterol levels or heart disease or many other problems. And these also bring about puberty very early in girl children. All these problems are because these eggs are being genetically modified. GMOs, also called as genetically modified organisms. Here in our case, seeds which were genetically modified or chemically engineered to adapt to drier places, grow in drier places, and also to enhance their resistance against pests. So now, why were GMOs introduced in our country? The government of India introduced GMOs to face the food scarcity in the country post-independence. Well, for the longest of times, GMOs have played their role quite amazingly and have given out the purpose they were intended for. However, in the long run, due to overproduction of GMO crops, the pests out there started adapting themselves to the harmful toxins of GMO crops such that they can even eat the GMO crops. And this resulted in farmer overusing chemicals, pesticides, and also the GMO crops exude chemicals into the soil via their roots, and due to over chemicals that are produced here in the nature, these tend to enter our food, which in turn is entering our body when we consume those foods. So, what can we all do about this? Well, for starters, we can choose to eat more consciously natural food and wholesome food over processed and genetically modified food. We also can buy fruits and vegetables which are locally grown and sourced. Also keep our eyes and ears open for organically grown food. Or you can own managed farmlands by Hosachiguru. Hosachiguru enables you to live a sustainable life and become self-sufficient in growing nutritious and healthy food. Hosachiguru also brings farming to your fingertips so that anyone can be a co-farmer. As we come to the end of this video, I would love to thank all of you. Share this with a young person who needs to be aware of their food choices and their food safety. Thank you. This is Purti here, your green superhero, signing off.